Welcome to Gwent, an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. So, kind of standard of a lot of other card games out there. So let's check it out. You will go first. Okay. So, looks pretty interesting. They definitely went out of their way here. To begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use this wisely. So, yeah, so that's a little bit different. Most games do, card games I'm familiar with, like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! and even Pokemon, which maybe one day I'll tell you guys how I've gotten my my ass handed to me in that game the last few times I've played, but let's continue. So, choose a card to redraw. Okay, so we can redraw something. Unit card strength. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. So 1. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. So we have a strength, and the card has a strength, and this card basically contributes to our overall strength, to be redundant. So let's continue. This is the unit's combat row icon. This row indicates this icon indicates a row on the battlefield where the card can be played. So, okay, so it looks like a siege weapon. So we probably have like frontline siege weapons and maybe even something further back. Oh, well, it is right there. Close combat, range combat, siege combat. Some unit cards have special abilities. This K20 Siege Expert's special ability is called Morale Boost, which grants +1 strength to all units in the same row. Okay, so pretty nice. Weather cards are a type of special card. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. So we pretty much have to be careful when we play those. So Frost reduces front line. Looks like Windy Night. Affects archery, and then siege, which is the furthest back, gets affected by rain. At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go straight for playing. So, okay, I'm kind of confused. So they're saying, okay, so I can choose to redraw, okay, at the very start of the game. Here's the battlefield. This is your side. This is your opponent's side. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger special ability played by pressing the square button. Okay. Playing cards. Press X to select your card from your hand and then place it on the battlefield. Alright, so looks like we have our cards here. We can press R2 to zoom. There we go. So we have 2 weather cards. We have our foot soldier, and he doesn't seem to have any special abilities. This one is a siege expert. Okay. And it looks like we have someone of a hell of a lot of strength in archery. We have some dwarves here. I don't know, I'm still a little confused as to the advantages of, you know, just avoiding these weaker cards to begin with. I'm not sure if you have to have a front line. I'm assuming you do, because these, you know, like someone in the back row might actually have disadvantage against cards of that other type. So I think we need to place somebody that has a lot of strength at the front. So let's go ahead and do that with this 5 strength card. Alright, the number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength. So we just placed 5 and we have 5. It shows the number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. At the end of a round, the player with the highest total strength wins. Oh, so you're actually just competing to see who has that highest value, the highest strength value per round. So you're not actually trying to defeat cards. There's no health or, you know, anything like that. During your turn, you can pass by holding down triangle. Your opponent can continue playing cards. You should pass when you're confident you can win with the units you have in play. A round ends once both players have passed. They compare total strengths. All cards in the battlefield are discarded, and total strength is reset to 0. Okay, so that all of this is a little different than most card games I'm used to. So they're playing a siege weapon at 5. So again, here's that question, you know, is there an advantage with one versus the other? And it doesn't seem like it. Do I just place as powerful of cards as I can? So let's go ahead and place a dwarf here. Alright, I was there on the front lines where the fighting was thickest. Well, apparently you are not. You are in the middle row, dwarf. And it automatically ended my turn there. And he did pretty much the same thing, except he decided to play a 5 card. And I didn't. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and lay down another row of archers. Alright, the daughter of K20. So I'm not sure where the strategy comes in here yet. I'm still a little confused. He's at 14 now. I'm at 13. So I'm running out of chances here to really nail this down. Let's see here what this card does. I once made a prisoner vomit his own entrails. Okay. Good times. Good times. So let's go ahead and place our archer here. I'm avoiding the siege weapons just in case there's a kind of a harder round to come. So Cynthia, he's at 18, I'm at 19. Still a little confused here. We're just placing cards and just comparing numbers. Pretty soon, I think we're just going to put down our most powerful cards and see what happens. I don't want to put down my last long-range archer, so I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and give up on that siege weapon and lay that down. Usually we give them female names like Jenny. Alrighty, 25. So he's struggling to catch up. Again, I'm still sort of confused. I don't know why I shouldn't just play my most powerful cards. I feel like we're lacking here an element of strategy of some sort. So I'm gonna play my 4th archery card, and if I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing for the occasion. I kind of like how the game never takes itself too seriously, which is interesting considering how dark the game is. It's probably a good thing. So he's at 24, I'm at 30. It kind of looks like I'm at a sure, I'm kind of guaranteed to win here. Like I said, I'm not sure what the element of strategy is. Alright, so he's playing another archery card. We're at 27, 32. I don't have that many cards left. I'm going to go ahead and play my last unit card. Yo, you know what? Let's take a look at the ability of our leader. Can we actually see that? So, King of Temeria, it is natural and beautiful that a man should love his sister. That's a little weird. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with that caption there. I'm not sure what that's about. So, pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. So, I'm assuming a fog card is going to affect our archer, so I'm not going to play that, because if I remember, yeah, I'm going to try to avoid that for now. And I don't know, man, that you should love your sister quite like the way King of Temeria seems to. Not sure that that's the right thing. So let's play our last foot soldier. Okay, so he's playing a unit card with 2. I don't have that much left. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. So if I play Rain, he loses 8 of his siege, and I lose 8, and basically nothing happens. If I play Snow, my front line loses 6, and he loses 9. So I think that's pretty much the most advantageous thing to me that I can make happen. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so I did increase my advantage here a little bit. He passed his turn. This will actually hurt me just as much as it hurts him to play this Rain card. on our siege rows, so I'm going to pass. The player who loses a round also loses a life gem. The game is over once a player has lost both life gems. And okay, I see them. So he's lost one. I won the round. Okay, Northern Realms faction ability triggered. Okay, so I think he triggered his ability card. And how the hell am I supposed to play with 2 cards now? So let's go ahead and lay down our siege. Alright, looks like it's his turn. He's playing in front line, and it looks like he has some sort of ability. Let's see if we can check out what his ability is. Place next to a card of the same name to double the strength of both cards. Oh, damn. Okay, that's pretty good. Can I actually do anything with my cards here? I don't think I can. So let's go ahead and actually, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I think we can pass. Let's do it. Oh man, okay, so he didn't play those on the same line. So fortunately for us, we won just barely. There is no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards immune to the effects of special cards. So interesting. I like that they included the, you know, like a card game. I don't think it quite lived up to the expectations that I wanted to, but I definitely give them a kind of B+ for effort. So acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors. Yeah, so we kind of just barely won that round.
You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
You've got a new Gwent card. Okay, go to the Gwent deck panel. So let's see here if we can actually collect them all. Let's see if we can actually check our deck. So where the heck is this thing? Inventory, world map, quests, character. Here we go, Gwent deck. Welcome to the Gwent deck builder. Customized decks. Alright, another paragraph. You can build one deck for each of the 4 factions, so okay, so you can't actually mix cards from different factions. So there should be some sort of strategy in that, I think. So use L1 or R1 to switch between factions. They encourage different styles of play. They also have a faction perk. So let's see here. Nilfgaard wins any round that ends in a draw. Wow, that's actually really good. Grants an extra card after every victorious round. That's really cool, actually. And decides who takes the first turn of battle. Keeps a random unit card on the battlefield after each round. And each deck has 1 leader. So we can actually see each of them here. So choose a highlighted leader card. They have a unique ability, which we kind of figured that out. All the cards you own, seems to be 3. All the cards which you own can be used with this faction are shown here. Okay, and then cards currently in this faction's deck appear here. 22 unit cards. It can also contain up to 10 special cards. That doing so, okay, so you can include more than 22 unit cards in your deck, but doing so decreases your chances of drawing your most powerful card. So pretty much like any other card game that, you know, you have a variable deck size. Your deck is currently 2 unit cards short as indicated by the red number. Okay, you must move 2 unit cards from your collection to the faction's current deck. So we do have all these cards. So we can move 2. Let's go ahead and move Zoltan. And let's move Yarpen Zigrin. You can now exit the deck builder. Alright, when in the deck builder before a match, press triangle to begin playing or circle to quit and forfeit the match. It looks pretty in-depth. You know, there's probably more strategy as we get a little further into the game. But, you know, like I said, having played Triple Triad from the Final Fantasy series and some of the recent card games that are out there for Android and the OS, you know, definitely could have been just a little bit better. But we're being picky here.